Center, and we're continuing with the topic of detox. If you've watched the previous two videos, you noticed we were talking about detox and what the benefits of detox and all these are. So from all these, I've received a lot of patients that are asking me about if they should detox. You know, they're always like, so who should detox? Is there certain categories or certain things that people notice for them to be detoxing? So this video, I'm going to talk to you about some of the symptoms or certain signs and stuff that show that your body's asking for a detox, just for it to clear out some of that gunk, right? So let's start off with the first one. A lot of times we've heard about sugar cravings. A lot of you have that. Well, I get that sometimes too. If you have a sweet tooth and you're always craving sugar, usually after dinner or something like that, what that means is this kind of stuff is always sending your body into cycles, right, of high sugar levels and low sugar levels. That also affects a hormone called leptin. Now, all these kind of things will actually lead you to more cravings. So that's one thing that tells you that your body is actually asking for a cleanse, just kind of clear some of that stuff out. Now, talking about sugar stuff, the second would be any kind of digestive issues. Now, if you notice you're gassy, you're bloaty, you get diarrhea, or you stand up with bouts of constipation that last for a week, 2 weeks, that means your body's saying, hey, this microbiome, that gut microbiome we've talked about, the healthy bacteria, is not healthy. You have too much of the unhealthy bacteria in there, and the healthy guys are suffering because you've thrown in so many of these processed foods and toxins and chemicals and all that. And that's one of the big reasons that creates that leaky gut problems, which leads to all sorts of things, not just increased inflammation, chronic illnesses and all of that. So that's one way your body's saying you need to detox. Now, 3 is, again, let's say you're always exhausted. We've noticed a lot of times people say, I wake up in the morning, I have to hit snooze a few times. I just don't wake up feeling as rested as I did. Well, that's also another sign that your body you shouldn't be exhausted. Being exhausted all the time, especially if you've had a good amount of sleep, is not a good sign. That just tells me your body's asking for more. There's something going on that's just causing all this exhaustion in there. That leads to the fourth one, which is mental fog. If you've noticed that you're not as sharp as you once were, yeah, you don't remember things as easily as that, you forget, you walk upstairs and you're suddenly like, what did I come here for? Those are kind of things that just tell us that your brain, your body, again, you've had too many toxins that have come in, and you had something called leaky brain, just like leaky gut. There's all these toxins can actually pass through what's called the blood-brain barrier. When they do that, those toxin buildup kind of cause all sorts of problems in the brain. Not just to mental fog and stuff. Anxiety, depression are also linked to all these, because when you have toxins, you have certain foreign bodies inside your brain, your neurotransmitters don't function as well. So leading to a lot of the anxiety, depression kind of feels there too. Now, if you're having trouble losing weight, you heard me talk about that. This is a big concern. People always think, oh, if I lose weight, I'm going to become healthy. But I always say, you got to become healthy to lose the weight, because otherwise it's not going to work the right way. The gut thing we talked about, the microbiome, if some of those things are not working as well as they should, you're not going to be able to lose the weight. Well, even if you lose the weight, it's going to come back. If you notice my picture from last time, all the toxins sitting in there, your body has to create more fat cells to attract those toxins, so you end up putting that weight back on. So if you're having trouble losing weight or keeping it off, that's one of the big things that detoxes actually help with. Not just that, it'll also help kind of balance out your adrenals, increase your metabolism. There's so many different benefits for that deal too. Coming from that is another one about hormone imbalance. If you have irregular periods, if you're noticing you have a lot of mood swings, things like that going on, most of these hormones are actually broken down the right way in your liver. And we talked about the liver. The liver is the biggest detoxifying organ in our bodies. So if your liver is not functioning well, you don't break down those hormones the right way. So you end up, again, putting on weight as well, right? Hormonal changes can also make you put on more weight. So that comes back to the weight deal. Now, the other thing is, if you've ever noticed that your breath is really bad, or somebody's mentioned that you have really bad body odor, BO, well, that's another sign, because again, your skin is another way we excrete toxins and waste out of our body. So, that saying that you are what you eat, well, that's true. You reek what you eat. So that's what can happen. If you're eating bad stuff, if your toxins build up in your body, it's going to come out through your skin and your breath. Those are ways your body eliminates things. So if you're smelly, I think a detox would be a perfect option for you as well. Now, the biggest one here, the last one and the biggest one, is any kind of autoimmune conditions. You've heard me talk about autoimmune conditions a while back, right? A lot of times I talk about this. Autoimmune condition means your immune system, which is supposed to attack foreign substances, is attacking itself. Now, what happens with your Hashimoto's, your thyroid problems, MS, a lot of these, we've noticed how many of these autoimmune conditions are on the rise. What's going on? Because again, we are putting so many of these pesticide-laden, chemical-laden, you know, the makeups and the foods, the pollution we have, all this out there, all that is coming into our bodies, and your body just doesn't have a way of getting rid of it the right way. So those toxins build up, and what happens when you have toxic substances in your body, it's considered a foreign substance by your body, so your immune system heightens. Now, when you're always at a heightened immune response, not only does that cause inflammation, but that also causes your body to say, we don't have enough, guys, or we don't know what else to attack. It starts attacking itself, which is the wrong thing for it to do, but that's what happens. So I hope some of these are stuff that you might relate to, or I mean, if these are things that you relate to, trust me, call our office, get the toxic questionnaire, or just post interested below in the comment section. We'll send you our toxicity questionnaire. It's a simple questionnaire that will go over a lot of the things that we're putting in our bodies, you're doing to your bodies, what your body is doing, and it'll show you a level of toxicity. If you're pretty high, which I know I was as well, we know we need to detox. We need to give the body that reset. You're just allowing the body to calm down and function the way it should. So again, if you think you need a detox, or if you just want to find out even from the questionnaire, if the signs and symptoms didn't kind of help you out, post interested below, call the office, whatever you want to do, get the toxicity questionnaire, and let's sit down and talk, and I'll show you how to do this detox the right way. All right, hope this helps. And again, if you know anybody that would love, or you know, would have this information and would help them, please share this information with them. Till next time, I'll see you then. Bye.